welcome to Brand Hatch. This is the second race of the Porsche Club Championship. We've got 3 cars running today. Sadly, we've still got a problem with Warren's car, so we've got Brian Richardson, Andy Toon and Harry Rice racing today, and we'll catch up with them in a second, see how qualifying went. Okay, so we're here with the gaffer. Hi, Gaffer.
I am that.
You are the
exactly.
gaffer.
Yeah,
so how did we get on in quali then?
It was interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, in too many ways.
Yeah.
But never mind, we've lived to tell the tale and we'll move on.
Brian's always polite when he says interesting.
Yeah.
He's holding back.
I am holding back. Yeah.
We won't go there.
We won't go there. So we'll just go that we move onward and upward.
Yeah.
That's the way. And we've got Tom Cruise over here.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
He looks very good.
Let's have a chat. Well, I'll come back to you after race 1. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can see how it went.
Let's have a chat with Harry. Oh, so here with Harry.
Hello.
Hey, Harry.
I'm not too bad.
Keep on, Harry. It's bright. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yes, it is hot. I agree with that.
Tom
There you go.
Cruise.
That's better. We'll suit it now.
Yeah.
That's better. Cool.
So how was your quali?
That's all right. As Brian said, interesting.
Set up.
Yeah. Car was a bit. That's a bit overly soft, but
a bit stiff.
yeah, it was just like a little bit of a minor adjustment. Like it's nothing major, but obviously.
So a couple of turns on each corner, stiffen up a bit.
Yeah. I think they've done the front a tiny bit more than the back.
Yeah.
But I think overall the car will be stiffer in general.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping that will allow me to sort of like to bite the corners a bit more.
Yeah. Also, you're learning the Grand Prix, right? This is the first time in the Grand Prix.
About an hour and a half ago was my first time on this track.
Yeah.
So I had to learn the track and qualify at the same time, which is interesting, but it was all right. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we'll see how the race goes.
I'm sure you're going to pick up the pace in the race now you've got a bit more in there. So,
I plan to do that, but
Well, I'll be watching from the stands cheering you on.
Right. Appreciate it. Cool.
All right, so a word with Andy.
Not bad, but
Quali, how'd you get on?
Mixed bag.
Mixed bag. Yeah, we had a little bit of a mishap, didn't we?
We had a little bit of a mishap, but you know what? We're racing, that's the main thing. So, yeah, look, we're a new team into it, aren't we? Everyone's learning.
Yeah.
We're all running around a little bit like headless chickens. And yeah, we didn't, it's a fatal mistake, we didn't fasten the bonnet down.
No.
So, but we were going slowly.
But you didn't hit anything?
I didn't hit anything.
Yeah.
And we didn't smash the windscreen.
Did you head out the window? Were you driving like that?
No, I was okay, that's all right. But we came in, we fixed it, and we lost most of qualifying time, unfortunately. So we managed a few laps, and as a result, we were 15th.
Yeah.
But actually, we'll take that.
Yeah.
We're racing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have that.
Brilliant. Well, we'll come back and have a chat with him after race 1. You enjoy it out there.
You've just told me I'm going to make some places up now.
Yeah, absolutely. I expected nothing less.
Yeah. So I've got some work to do.
Yeah.
Is that what
You'll
we're
enjoy
doing?
it. You'll enjoy it. Yes.
All right.
See you in a bit.
My job.
"25 minutes are on the clock. The green flag is waved at the tail end of the field, and we're about to get round 3 of the 2023 Porsche Club Championship with Pirelli underway here at Brands Hatch. The red lights are on, and as the lights go out now, it's a great start from pole position from Steve Wood. Bill Cayley in second place was slower away and has already been gobbled up by Mark McAleer, and Mark McAleer is now trying to go around the outside, is he, of Steve Wood as they head in towards turn 1, but it's the Donington Park winner from race 2, Steve Wood, that leads the way at the moment, and the slow starting Bill Cayley is trying to thread the needle back up the inside as they head in towards Druids on the first lap.
Yeah.
Is coming back at him, and Steve Wood closes the door a little bit, which means that Bill Cayley has to go on the grass to avoid the contact. He spins at Graham Hill Bend.
Oh, that's a real shame. There was we've got a big accident. That is at Druids, I think.
Delighted to say the driver is out and is okay. So there you can see from our camera that the car has made quite hefty contact with the barrier. So you've got all of the rector cell, which has done its job of dissipating that energy from the car. You can see that all the tyres are above the barrier as well, as it's pushed over there as the kinetic energy dissipates. But as ever, Circuit Furniture doing its job and trying to cushion the impact of the car into the solid areas of the barriers.
Very much so. It looks dramatic with the tyres and barriers everywhere, but ultimately the longer and the further your car goes when you actually hit something, the less of an impact it has on the car and the drivers.
Any second now. It's a good start this time from Bill Cayley from the outside of the front row of the grid. Another brilliant start from Mark McAleer, and Steve Wood was slow away from pole position and is down into 3rd place as they head towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. He's in danger maybe of dropping to 4th because it looks as though Chris Dyer in the Cayman, the former champion, also got a really good start that time through. think another poor starter was Pete Morris, who seems to have been gobbled up by everybody behind. Yeah, the number 2 car is way down through the order, having qualified third. He's going to be down towards, I would imagine, the bottom of the top 8 after a fight going on further back as well. As they head over the start-finish line, that looks as though it's Jim Bryan maybe that's busy squabbling away, trying to keep cars behind him. Andrew Muggeridge, Andy Toon, Pete Morris, all in that little squabble. Pete Morris trying to get the overlap if he could on Andy Toon, the 2 former champions going at it as they head up towards Druids. And Pete Morris, by the look of things, yeah, has gone through the white and the green and the black car of former champion Andy Toon behind him now. So downhill, they didn't appear at Donington Park for the opening couple of rounds of the championship, but is here and working hard in round 3 of the championship as they head through the blind entry right-hander at Sheen Curve. Such a quick corner, that one. Hook up the curb, take as much of the apex and a bit more if you think you can get away with it. The one thing you don't want to do at Sheen Curve is turn in too late and then run wide on the exit, because that gravel trap is very inviting if you do that. The 7th, 8th and 9th position, all Class 1 cars. Class 2 leader is down in 11th place at the moment, but for our overall race leading trio, they'll be heading up towards what might be the final corner, and Steve Wood is looking for the lead of the race as well by the look of things as they head out of the final corner. Are we going to see the checkered flag this time through? We do, and on the run to the line, Steve Wood is going to pick up the win. Actually, on the run to the line, the checkered flag did come out. Steve Wood picked up the win, did he?
And we'll get the 5-second board imminently, but getting these cars away from the line as they do is a great start from pole position from Bailey. Unfortunately, once again, from the start of the race, from the front row, that yellow at number 996 not quite getting away with Steve Wood, although he's going around the outside of Paddock Hill, still holding it around the outside 2 by 2 into Druids, as we see some fighting further down the pack as well. Can he go all the way around the outside to maintain the top 2 positions? Not quite this time, and we're going almost 3 wide further down the field. We're just looking at the fight further down as we come back to the lead group, who are almost nose to tail between 1st, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th place. And that is the number 3 there going up the inside of Druids corner. That is Ross Morris with a great move, and we can also see the grey car number 69 also making a move. That's Oliver Chatham. As we go 3 wide into Surtees, who's going to come out on top? Oh, and a car off in the background, a bit of contact. 52 coming together down Labette. I didn't see who we made contact with, but he's hopefully will continue on from there. Trying to fall a little bit as we still see very close in the middle of the pack. Number 7 having a look up the inside. That is Christian Walker trying to force a move on the back of the circuit. It's not normally a place you can make an overtake. However, the first lap is of course where you'll want to do that, as where you want to make them as many places as you can, because not many parts of the race where they're as close together as they are now.
Yeah, that was the champion that was behind him, pushing him along, the 2014 champion Andy Toon. I think Andy Toon might lose out a little bit there. So over the start-finish line come the leaders. So we are now completing the first lap of the race. You can see almost 3 wide again as they come over the start-finish line. Nice to see the sun glinting off the cars. It really is a beautiful day here at Brands Hatch. We haven't had many this year, have we?
We haven't.
Retirees along the way. So they're just threading his way through it over the start-finish line, looking to try and pick up places. Is one of the Boxsters, and I don't think he's quite going to make it to hang on to that particular place. So have to wait and see. Oh, somebody running very wide coming out of the corner. Who was that, Piers? You caught it.
No, I just saw that. As we can see, 80 up the dive up on the inside. That's Paul Simpson on Andrew Porter.
So that's for the change of class 2. That will be.
It looked like Porter had some dust on the outside of his left-hand tyres, which suggests to me that he dropped 2 wheels on the exit of Paddock Hill, where the gravel is right up to the circuit, and the telltale signs there, and clearly struggling.
Arguably the class 2 cars are that little bit slower. They also have less tyre allocation, but for the moment we're getting a good mixture. Oh, 2 wheels on the grass there through Dingledale for Jim Bryan. He's now got the number 88 class 2 car of Paul Simpson sitting right behind him, but then more and more cars all queuing up, and this is going to be for places sort of 12th backwards at the moment, with 20 minutes of the 25 that are scheduled still remaining.
Yeah, I love the Jim Bryan getting stuck in. He was almost getting overtaken on the previous lap into the last corner, now fending off some other drivers. He's right in the action there, and that shot of them going through, is it Sheen? It's Sheen, isn't it? Yeah, Sheen, where they take the curb on the inside. It's such a satisfying corner, and speed corner, so looked pretty strong out the last corner, which means he's not going to run into turn 1, but the start of the second sector with that long drop down to Pilgrim's Drop is a strength of the 996, but we can see further down the field some side-by-side action, almost 3 wide as the number 7 tries to take advantage. That is
Christian
Walker.
Walker
As we see, oh no,
Paul
spun on the
Seagrave.
Yeah, Seagrave spun on the exit. You could see him just lose it as we go down the dip at Paddock Hill, and once the rear started going around, it was not easy to catch. And further down the field, that is the green and black car, of course, is having to defend once again. Further down, we see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car train pretty much for the sort of start of the teams, the 12th, 13th, 14th. There's Brian, wasn't it, in the green car, followed closely by Porter and Simpson, who actually changed in that last lap. Porter finding his way through. You see 5 cars in one shot there. You can see the speed they carry into Druids is quite impressive. They've got a lot of grip on these slick Pirelli tyres.
Yeah, I mean, these are quick machines. You think, you know, the Brand Hatch Grand Prix circuit, there's a couple of slower sections to it, but they're still averaging the best part of 87 miles an hour under race conditions. The fastest lap of the race is knocking on 90 miles an hour.
And so Brian's getting overtaken now in Sheen. Overtakes all throughout the field here. Brian going up the inside, managing to hold around the outside, keeping that position just about. Bypass the comms box here on the start-finish straight. Everyone going slightly defensive into Paddock Hill, not wanting to open the door for the car behind. Still line of stone as we've seen. I think there's a lock up there. That was Brian locking up his left front tyre going into Druids, and that's left him vulnerable now to the car right behind him, Toon. These are both Class 1 cars. This is for the final place in the top 10 between 9th and 10th between those two.
I certainly won't be sorry to see that checkered flag come out early, because it's another few laps where he didn't have to defend in reality. We're just waiting for the Class 2 winner to come over the start-finish line, and through comes to win Class 2. It was indeed the number 88 car of Paul Simpson that hung on to the Class 2 win in the end by just a tenth of a second from hang on to the win in Class 2. The crowd are pleased. A big thumbs up from some of the supporters, no doubt of one of the drivers that are there.
Fantastic second race.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, I thought you drove the wheels off the car.
I did.
Don't know why. I think you had something to prove on the end of that second race. I don't know, but anyway.
Wonder why.
Yeah. No, it went really, really well. So we reckon what, that 9th, and we haven't seen the final result.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. It's 8th or 9th, I think, but
Yeah.
from 16th, we'll take that.
So car's running good. We'll get it right for Anglesey. A couple of little bits to change, obviously, part-wise.
Yeah.
Get some fiberglass panels on it. Knock some weight off.
Yeah.
But the bonus of the day is we didn't win any silverware today, but we won some rubberware, right?
We did. We're rubbered up.
Yeah.
We're rubbered up.
So I don't know,
Sounds
is
a
it
bit dodgy.
Latex or is it Pirelli? I
It's
can't remember.
Pirelli. I
Pirelli.
think. Yeah,
Okay.
Pirelli's the new standard. But anyway, yeah. Apparently,
Yeah.
we've won a set of tyres,
Okay, brilliant.
and
All right.
we've had a great day.
Yeah.
Team's been brilliant, and yeah, we just a few mods to the car,
Yeah.
and we'll get up there.
Yeah, well done. That was epic
Brilliant.
looking at you from the stand, carving your way through the field and tussling those two 911s at the end.
Yeah, because unfortunately we qualified out of position, didn't we?
Yeah.
So 16th, it wasn't good,
No.
and I needed to get past a few guys to be where we needed, and we did it. So
Oh, exactly. You can see it's coming. It's all coming together, isn't it?
We're all coming together, and yeah, let's aim for those podiums. Eh?
Yeah. Harry,
Hello.
how's race 1?
It was alright. I mean, qualified P7
Yeah.
after quite a hectic morning. I was out at 9 o'clock in qualifying. It was my first time on the track ever. So I go out there, obviously, the first half was a learning curve, and then I sort of like had to focus obviously and then set some laps in. But yeah, anyway.
What do you think
so
of the GP circuit then compared to the Indy?
It's a lot better.
Yeah.
Indy circuit's obviously so short. It's like 4 corners.
Yeah.
But obviously on big track it's a lot more fun, like fast flowing corners, blind corners, like more to it. So yeah, it's an okay race. My starts need to be improved dramatically, I have to admit. But no, like I had I'm okay battles with some of the drivers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, obviously, being me, I'm a racing driver, I'll be in front.
Yeah.
So like even if I'm sort of like having like some like I mostly fun races in 7th, 6th or 5th.
Yeah.
I want to get to that top step, but obviously I was out of comp. It was my first year in this team, first year in the drive.
Yeah.
It's all new.
Yeah, it's great. Oh no,
You've got
it was
one
a
way
really
up.
good race, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Right.
Yeah, we look forward to it.
Let's have a chat with Brian. You're the gaffer again.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Hard day.
It was a hard day.
Hot day at the
Hard day
office.
at the office.
Hot day at the office.
Yeah, it was hot.
but a good day.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we've had our trials and tribulations today, but the old adage is that's racing, and
Yeah.
unfortunately that's racing.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've had a few ups and downs. There's been a couple of big crashes today,
Yeah.
which isn't ideal.
Right.
But gorgeous day at Brand Hatch GP.
Yeah, I know.
So can't
Place to
really
be, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great place to be. But we've got a little bit to do on the cars.
Yeah.
Start them up again, get them going again, and
Yeah.
see what we can do. But on the whole, we're a new team. We're learning. It's all positive, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think, you know, they all came home, didn't they? Obviously, we had that power steering wheel with Harry.
Yeah.
Obviously, Warren's didn't go out, but we
No.
knew that before the
Yeah.
start. It was
Yeah.
touch and go midweek, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
it was. Yeah.
to be fair. And then we actually did win something in the end.
We did the raffle.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, we won something.
Yeah.
We're
So
going to see that
we
on
won the
Saturday
tyre
night
raffle.
too. so yeah, we won
So,
some.
set of tyres.
We
Well
won
done.
only silverware today. We got some
No,
rubber.
we got
Yeah,
some rubber. Yeah. Well,
All
we'll see
saves
what
money.
goes. Yeah, it does. It all saves money. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've enjoyed it. Haven't we? It's
Yeah,
been
exactly.
a good day.
Yeah.
But what better to do on a Saturday afternoon than try drive quick?
Yeah. But now
So,
sit on the M25.
Fine for the next 2.5 hours and get nowhere. But we'll see.
Good.
Well done.
Good
stuff.
Excellent stuff.
Onwards and upwards.
See you at Anglesey, I think.
We will.
Yeah.